We've got some breaking news we're following out of the UK. Apparently there's been some type of incident outside Parliament there. Eyewitnesses, the wires are saying, reported that they heard something that sounded like gunfire. There is very much we don't know, except for that there is a bit of chaos there. Let's go to Greg Palkot. He is in London following the story. What can you tell us, Greg?
We've been watching the latest news, and the latest news seems to be that some kind of a gunman outside of the Houses of Parliament has been nailed by the police, has been shot. The session of the House of Commons, the UK Parliament, was going on at the time. Politicians inside that august chamber heard at least one large blast, maybe more outside, and we got reports then of at least 2 people being injured, maybe as many as 6 in the vicinity of the Westminster Bridge. This is the bridge that crosses the Thames just right next to the Houses of Parliament. And then we got word more of police activity on the ground, also helicopters above the area, and police closing in on the individual, the armed individual, and it appears that he has been shot and he's being treated right now in Parliament Square, which is right across the street from the Houses of Parliament, from, I guess, our American viewers best know that as Big Ben, the Tower of Big Ben, which is next to the buildings where the UK government convenes. It is on lockdown right now, as is the office buildings surrounding this. Imagine that something happened right across the street from the Capitol, and all the office buildings of the House of Representative members, as well as the senators, were all shut down. So this strikes at the very, whatever is happening strikes at the very core of the government here in the UK. Again, we have no information about who is behind this, what the motivation is, whether it is just somebody a bit deranged or somebody with a mission. There have been no reports of anything shouted, for example. In fact, it's all quite sketchy. But that scene right now is on lockdown. That is inside the building and outside the building. We know from all of our time down there around that area, that the security is very high. As my colleague Baz here says, boy, if you're going to pick something tricky, maybe even terroristic, although we don't know whether it is or not, that's the wrong place to do it, because you got a lot of police, got a lot of security, and you've got a lot of focus on that area. But right now, what we're hearing about is this, one more time, some kind of blast, some kind of fire, maybe something that sounds at least like gunshots heard outside of the building of the Houses of Parliament, and that the Houses of Parliament on lockdown right now. Several people, according to reports, injured. The possible gunman possibly injured. Police zeroing in on him now in the square, Parliament Square, that is right across the street from that building. But again, the very center of London, the very center of British government, a bit of chaos right now. Back to you, Shannon.
Yeah, Greg, Eric, Sean here. Certainly, as you say, no indication yet. Of course, this is so early if this indeed is a terrorist attack. But Parliament, as you know, Westminster, highly visible representation of the institutions of the West and London, and this, in a way, perhaps could echo that 2014 shooting attack in Ottawa. On the Parliament there, that was a radical Islamic terrorist attack when a gunman got inside and had a firefight with security officers.
Yeah, Eric, there's no indication that this gunman actually got anywhere inside the building or even inside the perimeter. All the activities seem to be outside, and in fact, some of the focus seemed to be on the bridge just adjacent to the Houses of Parliament there at Westminster, and it could be that something happened outside the building and then he tried to flee. There were more gunshots, but again, police very quick to the scene, police on the scene on a day-to-day basis, but extra security on the scene, helicopter at the scene, and again, it appears that the gunman involved could be if not the custody or in the treatment of the police right now. Back to you.
All right, Greg Palkot, thanks so much.